Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you. First thing, we'll have a platform out of which we did Linux, we did Windows. Now Docker is pending, so we'll do that today. Platform AWS is also pending, so we'll do that today. Okay, these all are small stuff. It's not a great stuff. Now AWS is done, platform is done. Now we have a web server. So web server, we have so many tools actually, like Nginx, like Apache, IES and all. So should we go ahead with one of which Apache? Are you okay with it, all of you? All of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now app server, we have tons of option actually. So we have Tomcat, WebLogic, WebSphere, and WebSphere, JBoss, WebLogic. Many options are there for that. So here we have app, and now for that we are using Tomcat. Okay, so this is something which we have, Tomcat. Now that's done. Now next one is database. So guys, which one is suggest database? We have MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, MS SQL. So can we go for the MySQL, which is open source again? All of you?
Yep. Sure. Can
Okay.
we go for DB2 also?
DB2, yes, we can go ahead with it, but when I teach you the pattern, it'll be same. Why I'm not going for DB2? Because the steps I have to generate it, because I never worked on the DB2. So that is easy again. It will be easy, but again we lose some time for that one. But MySQL, because I have done it, PostgreSQL because I have done it, so it'll be faster demo, and then manuals also will be ready. But more or less conceptually, whether it's a MySQL or DB2 or any other database, the concept will be same. You have to do the similar things, but in other tools also. I'll talk about it. So that is something which we have. Now, next thing which we have, which is pending here, platform for the containers. So here we discuss one thing, but Kubernetes. So I think more or less we have covered all stack here, platform, web, app, and DB. Are you okay with it, all of you?
Uh, you what? Sorry, did not get. You mentioned that you covered container Kubernetes.
No, I mean I'm discussing about what we will cover actually. So
Okay.
these are the things right now in platform. And these are the things in the development stake I'm thinking. So if you want to add something, you can feel free to add also.
Okay.
Okay, so all of you are okay? Can we go ahead?
Sure.
Cool. So guys, let's talk about the integration concept. Okay, and this concept you have to understand very carefully. So I'll put it in this one in the steps so you will not forget, and you'll always try to remember the concept, because there's 600 integration concept of Datadog integrations. That is something which we need to understand. Integration. So every time when you want to integrate data some tools, what you are trying to do. So basically we have discussed yesterday also little bit detailed way, but today also we'll have to remind ourselves, and that is, this is my host machine and this is my agent which we have in the host machine. Now agent we have checked yesterday. I hope all of you have done the assignment yesterday. The check, remember that check. So by default CPU, RAM, hard disk, NTP, network and all, you were doing it. Agree with me, all of you? That was the agent default, they were getting that, collecting the data. Agree with me?
Yes.
But guys, in the host machine, because we are in a production, you will have a database. You will have a web server, Apache, a web server. Here we are discussing Apache, one of which. So remember that, not this. Here, right? So we are having database server, we have having app server, we have a uh, app server, web server, database server, some container platform like Docker. You may have a Kubernetes also. So all this is the realistic infrastructure. So the question is how the agent should collect from these tools. So web server, app server, database server, Docker, Kubernetes, how you should collect that from these. Are you getting my points? All of you? Hello?
Yeah.
And that is where guys integration concept is coming. So that means we say, hey, we need to enable agent to collect the data from all these places, and that process in Datadog we call it integration. Simple. So now the question is, how can I tell Apache agent, a Datadog agent to collect the data? So step number one, I'm putting in the very simple one. Step number one, okay. Step number one, first know the tools. This is important. Many people are not focusing on it. For example, are you collecting the data of Apache? Then you should know Apache. Are you collecting the data from Tomcat? Then you should know Tomcat. Are you collecting the data from MySQL? Then you should know MySQL. Are you collecting the data from Docker? Then you should know Docker, or for the sake of 600 integration. So that is the things which you should know. Okay. If you know, then you'll understand what are the metrics I can use for my alerting and dashboard. If you don't know the tools, then no matter how many times you learn the Datadog, it's no use, because you don't understand that matrices, their importance, their integration, their configurations and stuff like that. So that is the first step. The second step, validate if tool, the one, it can be anything, is exposing a matrix or not, matrices or not. If not, enable it. Okay, if not, enable it. Now that's what you need, this knowledge. So whether the tools, in this case we have Apache, MySQL, Tomcat, Docker, Kubernetes, is it is it exposing the matrices of that particular tool or not? So you need to know, and if it's not, then enable it. Let me tell you here, guys. There is a there is a you can put all the tools into the two categories. One is like which has been from the legacy, means from last 20-30 years, and some of the tools which got developed recently as part of the CNCF initiative. So if you see that Apache is there from long time, MySQL is also there from long time, Tomcat is also there from long time, but Docker and Kubernetes is a new tool, correct now? Correct now?
Right.
So what is the initiative which has been taken out is any tools which you are developing nowadays, automatically these tools will expose the metrics. You don't have to do touch anything. That means Docker is exposing a matrix automatically. You don't need to do anything. Kubernetes is exposing a matrix automatically. You don't need to do anything. Just you need to go and collect it. Simple. But here in this case, we have Apache, MySQL, Tomcat, this and that, and these tools are not exposing matrix by default. It's a designed like that. They are not exposing the matrix. So yes, you have to work on the Apache, or you have to work on the database, or you have to work on the Tomcat to enable the metrics. To enable the metrics. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello? Hello? I'm audible to all of you? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes.
So that is the thing. So you have to enable for this. You don't have to enable for this. So now this you did it, step number 2. After that, step number 3, what you will do, uh, okay, what you will do, uh, enable integration at Datadog site. And it's a one-time activity, okay? It's a one-time at Datadog website. One time. Now this is something which I'll show you now. Now this is also I'll show you, don't worry about that, but this is something I'll show you. Because it's very easy. So go to what we decided: Apache, Tomcat, MySQL, Docker, AWS, container, and Kubernetes, right? Platform. So can we enable this part? I'm doing it right now. So look at my screen, go to Datadog. Here it is. I have not shut down my system, so it's still available. And then what to do, guys? Do you see some integration menus? Can you help me to find out?
Yeah, yeah. Site
Yeah.
1, 3,
Below
4,
metrics, there is
Wonderful.
a
8.
Yeah,
integration.
so please remember that this is the focus area for us today. Okay, and then click on the integrations. Okay, agent, if you want to install, you know that where same place you have a agent also, you did it multiple times. Guys, here so many 600 integrations are available. Again, the different concept, different process. So if pattern little bit of will be same, but again, if I say, if I'm teaching you Apache, you cannot apply on the Chef or Cilium. Please understand that way. Okay, so it's important you to know. That's the reason I stated. Some of you say, Rajesh, I'm not able to understand that. That means we are missing here. If you're not able to follow some of my steps, that means we are missing here. Because of that, we are having that problem. So we have to be realistic on that. So let's go to Apache. So I'll search for it. This is a new account, so nothing is there. And mind it, I said one time only for one tool. So Apache, I'll just go here, and here it is. And now you will read it, this one. I will ask you to read it. All this information, have you have lots of information here. But install integration, wonderful, done. That is the one thing you have to do. Docker, let me do that. It's a one time activity. Admin also in fact can do that actually. Go to, where is the integrations button? Configurations, here, install integrations, done. And Tomcat, right? So one time I'm doing it, so it will be easy for me. Okay, and then Tomcat, MySQL, right? So where's MySQL? Here it is. Install integration. So guys, you understood that, right? All of you, correct now? This one?
Yes.
Okay. Now understand in theory. Okay. So guys, I will ask you one simple question. I'm using very small stake tools because all of you must be aware. So here, if Apache, this is Apache, okay? If Apache want to expose the metrics, which mode they will opt for it? Tell me. Where can you get the matrices available? All of you?
I think you have to open a port for that to collect the
Correct. So Apache, because it's a web server, mind it, they will open up with HTTP host, port number, and some address, some UI, I mean path address. Correct now? So it's a web server. Now Tomcat, here is a Tomcat. Okay, this is the Tomcat. Tomcat also has inbuilt web server. So also it will expose the matrices on some HTTP, some port number and stuff like that. Now you need to know Tomcat a little bit more. Now database is not a web server, so where they will expose the matrices, all of you, like MySQL or Oracle or MS SQL or PostgreSQL or DB2 or whatever it is, where they will they will store the matrix.
in the log file.
No, here database, right? DB. Are you understanding the pattern? Database have a database.
In
They
some
can
tables, it will.
they can store the matrices in their one of the database, and now you need to gather it. So this is HTTP, this is also HTTP, and here is a database. Correct now? All of you? Simple concept. Now Docker and Kubernetes, I don't have to do that because it's already enabled actually. So what we have to do, step number 4, which is, remember that step number 2 is very important for you. Okay, I'll teach you, don't worry about that, I'll show you that demo. And step number 4, enable Datadog agent to collect the matrices from integration. It can be example I, Apache, MySQL, Tomcat. Now the question is, how can we do that? So here we have a sub steps for it. So here one task here we have. Mind it, this is the pattern which I'm teaching you. You remember that etc Datadog agent. I hope you remember. And then there's one directory. I forgot that how many directory we had it in this. Anyone remember that? Good memory. Hello.
CTC Datadog agent, and then
Conf
it will
D.
come datadog.aml.
Yeah, that's
AML
correct.
file will.
That's correct. That's a one file, Datadog YAML file, but other directory we had it. I forgot actually.
Conf
Con,
D.
con.d.
Con.d. Yes, wonderful. Yes, good memory you guys have. So here con.d. So mind it, you guys, any integrations you do, enable Datadog agent to collect the matrices from where? Integration. So any integration you do, you have to touch this file. For example, I'm giving example apache.d, mysql.d. This is the pattern actually. You will have it, you will find very easy. mysql.d and tomcat.d, like that is a pattern. So any integrations you want to enable it, you have to go inside this directory, and inside that any file name, I don't care, star.yaml. I'll just not confuse you. So star.yaml, that means any file, it should be YAML format. Okay, that means if you want to enable Apache integration, that means you want to tell agent, hey agent, go and take the data from the Apache endpoints. Apache is publishing one endpoint, means HTTP address. So if I want to tell agent, hey agent, go and take the matrices from this endpoint, that means you have to modify this file, and in this file you have to write the address of this endpoint. That's all. So now we'll say, Rajesh, there's so many tools, hundreds of tools. How do we get all this information? So First thing, this is important. And second thing, which I'm going to show you, look at my screen, Apache. Now look at this here. And now every integrations you'll have a configure page, and they will tell you that. Look at this here. Here they're saying, hey, first install the agent. Did you do that? Yes. Second thing they're saying, hey, enable the mod status and extended status. Now what is this? So basically this is Apache module which will help you to enable the matrices for Apache. So now the steps is not given, but you have to do that. I'll share the steps with you and so on. So this is the prerequisite, okay, for installation. Now how do we configure? So you look at this here, go to the apache.d conf.yaml. Yeah, the file can be anything here, conf.yaml. And if you look at this here, what is this address? So this is the address where you get the matrices, localhost, server status, auto, and restart the agent. That's all. So these are the things you have to do in case of Apache. If you want to do the Tomcat, you have to do again, go to the same file under the tomcat.d, and something will have to enable that endpoint of it. If you go to the database, then what do you have to do? Tell me that logic. If you go to the database mysql.d, what do you have to do? Tell me.
We have to enable read option for that table.
See, let me put it. Let me put it in simple. This is me, and I want to read some tables of this database. Some tables,
You
some
have to
data I want
create
to get
some
it.
user ID and you have to
What is you
grant
need?
some permission.
I need a host name, correct now? I need a port name, correct now? I need a username, correct now? I need a password, correct now? And I need a database. These are the 5 information you needed to fetch the data from database. Simple, right? Correct now? Hello?
Yes, Raj.
So
But
why
we don't want to give any permission to the database to collect the metrics for the particular user ID.
username? I said no username and password. I said no.
Yes, what is the privilege should have for
That
that?
you decide. That's admin will decide what access you can give it. Ultimately, if you can fetch the data, that's
Mhm.
sufficient. Select access.
Okay,
Correct. That's a complexity. That's keep it simple. Okay.
okay.
What access you'll give? You give a full access. Root user. It's up to you. You give a some only user. You will enable that access only to that database. It's up to you. That
Yes,
is the,
that I understood, but in Datadog document, are they said any
yes,
this
yes.
kind of privilege?
I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll come back. Yeah. To understand at the high level. So now these are the things you need to access the database. So same thing. Even agent need that. Now we'll say Rajesh where to specify. You know that answer very well. Here. Let me show you MySQL now. So MySQL. Uh, where is that? Here it is. My system is little slow. Go to the configurations, and these all are settings detail. And look at this. You go to modify this file, same file, and remember that what you are giving. Look at this. Understood, guys?
Yes.
So what we understood, yes. Please take a pattern. Enable Datadog agent to collect the metrics from the integration. So you have to modify this one, and the last one, which you have to do very well. I'll show you the steps. Uh, Start a restart agent. Restart agent. Restart agent. And step 6, where to see these matrices. So guys, all these matrices you will see, validate matrices at where, guys, can you please help me to find out, do we have any place where we can explore the matrix? Please mind it. You can go and check that. I'll give you 2 minutes for that. Do we have any place here where we can explore all the matrices stored at Datadog? Can we have? I mean,
Uh, we have below metrics, right, under monitors.
below monitors, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And click on the explore. You only said, I'm not teaching you. And here, guys, all the matrices which is stored, you will have it. From last past hour, 1 hour, no. Past 2 days, because yesterday we did it, right? CPU matrix, you see. I collected for almost 10 hours, and after that, shut down the machine. So every matrices. So now you say, Rajesh, how do I remember all these matrices? So guys, this is our work. You need to know all the matrices generated by Linux, Windows, Docker, Apache, Tomcat, MySQL, whichever the tool you are working, you should know that matrix. And you should know what is the use of that matrix. So that way we have a 600 tools, each of these, let's say 100 matrices. So 600 is to 100, that means 60,000 matrices you will have it in your system. You should know. How? So maybe some of you say, I don't know that actually. So that's a gradual learning. We'll learn as we go through that. So for example, let me show you that one pattern to learn, simple one. There's so many, Google it also, you'll get it. But because we are using Datadog, it's saving our time. So go to the integrations here. And let's say I want to know all the Apache metrics. How do I know? So Apache, I mean, Datadog has mentioned all these matrices from here. See here, data collected, click on it. And these are the matrices, which is, you will get it, 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. Now you have a description also. So this is the way we have to learn. There's no other way around it. Are you getting my points, all of you? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so every tools matrices will be there. Now you will need to search this. This is the matrix name, okay? And you have to search here, go to the Explorer. Uh, my system is slow, don't mind. So this is the one. Right now I have not enabled, so it's not coming anything. But you will have it soon, in just next 10-15 minutes. Are you understanding, all of you? Okay, so fundamentally, the theoretically, the pattern I taught you. Now I'll show the steps for each one of this. So any questions, any doubts, guys? Can I do that for Docker first? All of you?
Yes.
Okay, so first thing, guys, install step number 1. I'm putting it, I'm showing the demo, and then I'll share the documents also. But please look at a demo. If you have a question, please get it clarified. Install Docker. Second thing which I have to do, install agent. And third thing which you have to do, because Docker, it's automatically exposing the matrix, so you have to do this one, third one. And fourth thing, you have to create few containers. You have to use that to generate a matrix, right? Create few containers, and this is the using part. And step 5, check 5, enable, this is done, restart agent, and then restart what agent? Datadog agent. Okay, Datadog agent. Now validate. At Matrix Explorer. So this is the something which I'll do now. Okay, so can we do that? So now you'll say, Rajesh, where is the step-by-step documents? So you can follow, guys, this one. It's a pattern. So all this pattern you can you do that. So Datadog and Docker. How to enable Docker container monitoring? This will help you. Okay, so this is the documents I'll share with you. Now first thing, uh, enable process monitoring. Did you do that? So yesterday we have done it. So install Docker server. So let me get the one machines quickly. So here, launch Ubuntu Rajesh and Ubuntu. Select T2 micro. That's okay. I forgot my key again, I think. Rajesh, and it's a Rajesh Windows actually. Okay, let me create Rajesh final. This is a final. I'll not create anymore. And this I want to have a ppk file. So create it. Now allow all this stuff if you want it. 8 GB is okay, sufficient. Launched. That's all. So only Linux you need it. Don't need Windows today. So view instance. Now this is Rajesh and this is the putty. You don't need Windows, guys, today, so you don't need to create. And this is final. I'll remember that tomorrow also. And Ubuntu username, I don't think so it'll struggle now. The screen is in sync with audio, right, all of you?
Yes.
Great. Yes, and username is Ubuntu. Okay, I'll just improve this view so you'll have a little bit clarity on what I am doing. 12 volt apply. Okay, guys, I have a sudo. I'll become a root because that way it little irritate me less because of this. A sudo, I don't have to pass it every time. Now, guys, what first thing what I should do is I should install the container, I mean agent. So you know that very well how to do that. So I'll not talk about discuss all this thing. We have done it in a slow way, slow motion. So I'll just run it. That is the first thing. And Debian Ubuntu, select the key here and copy this whole things carefully and done. Let it happen now. Second thing, I did this one. Now I'm going to install the Docker server. How do we install the Docker server? So you have official documents on Google also. You can check it out. But if you want to say, if you want to follow my documents, you have to click here. And this is for RHEL, which I don't need it. And this is RHEL. Here it is Ubuntu. So click on the Ubuntu and here this I need it. So this command for Ubuntu install engine. So you have to do it carefully. Okay, don't rush. You have to do it carefully. All these are steps are self-explanatory. So agent is being installed, so I cannot override. Yeah, so guys, agent is done. Can I start this Docker installations? All these steps you have it, please do that. In a cloud you will do everything at the great speed, so saving time will be there, but don't follow blindly. uh, at least copy paste very carefully, because what will happen, because of wrong copy and paste, you will have an error and then we'll troubleshoot whole this from scratch. It will lose lots of time, so please remember that. Just support me on that front. Okay, these all scripts commands will work as it is because I have tested many times, so hopefully there'll not be any problem. So which anyways again I'm doing in front of you, so if there is a problem I will correct it. So far no error. So guys, Docker is installed. Any questions so far? An agent is also installed. Any questions so far? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I have one question. Like Docker is fine, but like OpenShift used like Cryo. So is that the same way we can install the like agent for Cryo?
Oh yeah, same way. If you're using container cryo for that, no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is done, guys. Now enabling this, I did it in one go only while discussing with you. So I did it. Now this is something which you have to do. This step is equal to this one. Okay. So what to do? Now you know that because I have discussed already. So can I do that? So go to etc Datadog agent. Go to conf.d. You know that. And now Docker. So cd Docker. And here clear the screen. Clear the screen, and then here, oh, sorry, here you have this file. Don't touch this file. It's an example file. Cp this file to and remove the default. That's all you have done it. And now you got this file. Now modify this file conf.yaml, and inside the instances, okay, you have to add something. What to add? So you have to add the TCP socket for the Docker where it's running. So how do you do that? So this, you see that here I did it. This part, conf part, here you have this one example. Now you'll say, Rajesh, maybe this document may get deprecated, so what to do? So again you have options. Go to integrations, and the same instructions you will have it there also. So understand the pattern. It's very simple. Docker, I mean Datadog, I find they made the life very easier. So now here what I will do, read this. Then is it done? Yes, Docker is installed. Is it running? Yes, it's running. Now this is needed actually. So it's saying something. Can you please help me what exactly is happening here?
It's creating a group and adding user modify. Okay.
User modification, yeah. Providing necessary privileges.
So guys, it's very important command actually. You know what? Agent, anyone can, do you have, did you get any idea about yesterday? I mean, I don't know how many of you have tried like that. Did you see that agent is running using which user?
Yeah, Datadog user, I think this need to be added like in the Docker group.
Hmm. So here, remember that agent is running with the user called DD agent. Okay. Now the problem is with the Docker, you need to know Docker now. Okay, in order to understand this command. So the problem with the Docker is Docker, who can access the matrices of Docker? So only two-person can do that. So the person who's a user, I mean, who's the root, that's one thing. And the second person, he should be a part of the group called Docker. Only these two people can access the matrices of Docker and can run the Docker command. If you have learned the Docker, then you know that. So in this case, what he is doing it, we are doing it. We are adding this user to the group called Docker, and that's all. Understood now? So that way, DD agent can ask Docker, hey Docker, give me the matrix. Otherwise, he'll not be allowed. Simple. So can I run this command? Yes, you should run it. And I have to come out of it. Run it. And now I'm going to modify this file. Now you'll say, Rajesh, this file is different. You are showing me a different file. As I said, it's a pattern. I repeat this. The file is not important here. File name is not important here. It should be YAML file. YAML. I'm repeating multiple times. Okay, so here this is the file. Documents has not been changed from long time, so it can be any YAML file. So I'll modify this YAML file, and then you will go little bit carefully. Be careful, it's YAML. Okay, give one space, and now this whole line, copy it very carefully. This is a socket address of Docker. Okay, and put it up. That's all. Now you know what? Lots of options are there downside. Downside, if you see, lots of options are there, but not needed now. If you want to customize Docker in a greater detail, then you can go through this, and then in that case you need to be a master in Docker before modifying this stuff. So that is done, and then restart the agent. That's all. Save it. And I forgot the restart command. Anyone remember that?
System CTL
Systemctl and then
restart
restart. Wonderful.
Restart.
Restart
Docker.
Datadog agent. Correct now? Done. Now I'll just check this whether it's running or not. So guys, one thing, yeah, it's running. So I have one question whether Docker integration, whatever I did, it's done or not. How do I check it? How do I check it? How do I check it?
The
Anyone?
conf check.
No, that okay, yeah. I'll whatever you say, I will run the command. Okay. So Datadog agent conf check. So now if I see the conf check, sorry, config check, my bad. Config check. So config check will tell me which are the
Okay.
things. So here,
Config check Docker maybe.
wonderful. Got it? Understood now? Hello? See, Docker is there.
Yes.
Correct now? Now, let me one more check. Check Docker. And here, complete detail. You just study a little bit slow actually. Slowly you will get into that. See that number of containers. This metric is being sent. This metric will be sent. This metric will be sent, and some service check will be sent. And this is the things. Okay, that means there is no error or something. Two commands. One more commands I would like to know from you. Please tell me. One more command I would like to know from you. Yesterday I gave you this task actually. So guys, Datadog agent status. This command, I don't know how many of you have ignored it actually.
No, yes.
Correct? Remember that right now? Yeah. So please remember that I have asked you, like all this command, you have to run it every time. So I'll not repeat again and again. So here, can I check the status? What is the status of my Datadog and Docker is there or not? And here, if I see, guys, disk is here, container. Somewhere it has come. Here it is. So container is here. This I did not enabled. So where is the Docker? I'm rushing little. I mean scrolling down little faster. Somewhere here. See that. Understood now? Hello? So always remember that these commands you have to run it. Now, last thing which you have to do, create a container, guys, because without a container, there's no fun. Now, let me follow the document so you'll be remember that. So this is something which I did it, and this is how you check it. Multiple commands I run it. So let me do one thing. Let me put this command here also, so that way you will not miss it. Many people, just like me, I forget. You also may forget because just started working, right? So these are the commands which you can check this and good to go. So now I will add this command somewhere here. Okay, so somewhere here. So let me do that, though I have given the proof over there, but it's good to just a second, guys. So this command, and this command, you will have it. Now after this, what you have to do, you have to create a container. So few containers you can create, and docker run two containers I created, and third containers. Let me validate docker ps command issue docker ps. Guys, three containers you have it: modest, charming, brave. Can we now check it out? So you have to go, this all the screenshot is there. So go to the Datadog and done, work is done. Go to the uh, containers, infrastructure containers, multiple places will be there. Okay, so and here three containers has come or not come, just wait for it, you'll be having. Now second verifications you have to do here at the metrics explorer, which I told you. And here just search anything which is the docker metrics name, you will get it on the pages. Docker, see, started coming. Now you will see here also three containers, still not come actually, just wait for it. Okay, so this is how you got it. So now what you have done, you have collected the entire metrics, and now you can use for exploration purpose. So I can explore, start learning that one. Now start learning exploration techniques. So this is the containers running. How many containers? So right now, see, look at this. How many? You tell me. I'm not going to tell you how many containers running right now here. All of you, hello.
Three.
Three. You see that here, three. This is the matrix will tell you the running containers. Do whatever you want with
Yeah.
this. And multiple metrics are there. Just start with the docker dot, and you will see that these are the four. It has not come full. Just wait for a few minutes, and then you'll get it full. Now, infrastructure containers, three containers. Please come here. Still has not come, so just wait for it. And you can go to infrastructure list here and click on the host machine multiple places, and you see that containers tab. Now here it should come three. So just wait for a few seconds more and you have it. So guys, any questions so far, all of you? Any questions so far? Hello.
Uh, Can you please brief one more time, like what are the steps we covered so
Yeah,
far?
yeah, sure, I'll do that. So first thing what I did, install the Docker. Second thing I did, install the agent. Third thing, I enable that uh, Datadog agent to collect this one. Create a few containers. Restart the Datadog agent while the matrices. This one. Refresh. Why it's taking time? It will take time. I saw that matrix has come, but rest of the information has not come. Okay. My bad. Something I missed it, guys, here. Something. So matrices has come that is sent by agent, but container information I'm not getting it. Any idea what was the thing which I missed out?
In the Datadog YAML, do we need to enable any specific to the Docker?
No. So actually here, first step I missed it. This enable process. It's a new machine, no? So that I missed it. So let me do that. So which yesterday you guys have done it already. Save it and restart the agent one more time. That's all. So follow these steps and now it should be okay. Now it should come. So this is the first step. You have to do that. So now within a 15 to 20 seconds, you should be having the list of containers from the matrix came, but the containers information now it has come. Okay. So any questions so far, guys? All of you?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.